It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Ncaa, home of the Texas Longhorns.
I can't say defense right there, but I can't say defense right there because we got that shit.
The Virginia Tech Hokies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
What direction are they? Like, do they even know, bro? We got 5 quarterbacks, all left-handed. Yeah, they pick, and then trade already first-round pick this year, so they can't, like, they pretty much money fucked up, and, like, I don't know.
And the Longhorns will put
like I said, I get, like, getting one and one pick ain't, it's crazy. Yeah, that's what I ain't look at. I want to get. Like, I get it both on my dog, but I don't think I want to trade it up to goddamn get both on them. You always gotta have some type of defensive game, especially a Boston like them. You gotta think about playing defense, being right there type shit.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
They still ain't calling
put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's
why a certain amount of games you got to play in the season before you can do the call up. You say you passed the all-time break?
In the end zone, it's Fox.
You have already?
Did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12.
Yeah, he wasn't that good at fast.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
Well,
the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback
turn
the page is just find him an easy completion here.
It's past the call though.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella.
Back in the
and an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it.
He tries to take the top off. Interception!
Nigga that was in front of me told Kyle that he was hurt when I got called, and he had a big one. He didn't come back until after I had got him out of the shit already.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
76, but he didn't get up to an 80 now. But yeah, man, I can't remember. I was 74, 70. No, I was that.
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And then I wonder what also, like, that prospect shit,
and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Longhorns have it with the 1st and 10.
But they got to stop that.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming.
Yeah, I know I said like that bumper shit. They don't have to look like every time y'all they would do that shit. It's overturned. Like you gotta have some type of suspense for this motherfucker.
On the season.
Yeah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Yeah,
he did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Kane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring it for some yards.
Ain't no wrong right there, bro. What the fuck is that?
You're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense
credit. But the way he ran, it don't look like
bunch formation for these receivers. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Might be changing the route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Wants to go up top. The throw, complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1 Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Rolling right and going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Under fire. Makes the grab.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. He'll try to do it himself.
Yo, what the fuck is this play?
Nice job by this junior quarterback.
I told you, NBA got the dual from going around Maxi. And got, I mean, you can compete with teams like Boston and but you depending on him with $50-60 million. Him and Paul
in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. First and goal. Virginia.
Shit, jumping today.
And the Hokies trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw. Nice grab in traffic. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
What the hell?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. 42 Spider. They'll run it from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at a quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the...
He's going to let it go. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it.
He's looking to throw.
They bought that nigga down for a 3. These niggas bought that nigga down for a 3 and D, like not the way this nigga. This nigga took over the point guard role. Them they shoot the 3 ball at a high clip. Like,
wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck
but this soon,
or just a
like year 2,
fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football
he doing this shit
over
here
and
without
expect
Wimby,
to win
though.
this game.
You see here, he getting triple doubles and everything, like, bro, like.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
He will hit those bitch.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42.
Man, bro, he come with that. Like, what is that like?
But not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive.
You're
still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work.
By the time Fox money got down, by the time them boys do money, Fox will be halfway down with his contract anyway.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half.
I didn't say how, but Council, but to me, the Council can hit. Council can triple double with the Fox on the field.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
No, I mean, see, Fox is cool because you get a board like
nice job
you ain't gotta.
They put a stop to that return at the 22.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta rush them boards to develop. Like the same thing, like what they about to do for real. We don't do the same thing they about to do with Mendoza. They signed Kirk Cousins just because Mendoza only took 5 snaps his whole college career under center, and the coach there wants to play under center, so they gonna get Kirk Cousins. So they ain't got to rush Mendoza to play when he ain't comfortable yet. That's the same shit they doing with.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball. Whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability,
y'all ain't trade first round picks for niggas. And when they traded 2 for goddamn Max Crosby, shit changed. It ain't
he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time.
Because they ain't been doing it, they won't do it.
You know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Like I said, with the pieces they get, the asset, yeah, they can go.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Here comes the option. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It ain't gonna be long. I mean, like I said, he came there, like I said, as a security blanket, like, but you had to pay him just to goddamn. That's the only way the trade and all that shit goddamn would have went down. Like, he went on purpose of trading all that shit.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless.
No, Castle ain't going. Castle went going. That third player.
This is a top 25
and then, like I said, in the
defense,
NBA, bro, depending on what kind of money Castle get, you can't goddamn pay 3 niggas in the NFL no NBA no more. Like the same thing.
Making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Yeah, but Chet wanted to give back 2 niggas.
That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with Chet though. Chet didn't get a back, did he?
They're going to make it.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The offense will have
like I said, I don't think Chet made all NBA team. When Chet made all NBA team.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Maybe the super max that come with the what's called. Anybody can get the max. It's just all about the super max if you get the all.
Looking to the big tight end.
But Chet ain't he didn't make no guy.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Hokies are rolling down the field.
Yes, I think
that's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. It's complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Fossman.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll
go
for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
They're going to defend the game or
Here
style
come the
lineup.
Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
Would have been in the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in
Get on with these style lineup. So you're Dan Hopper about to come in the game. Say shit.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6
I think they get caught this year and maybe next year, but after that, I think they're gonna let before Dylan Hopper get through his deal. Like they're gonna give him his first 2 years, I think, at that role right there. But surprised. But next summer, I wouldn't. I mean, some go.
And with the extra
Yeah, like I said, both of them. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American.
I ain't see Fox because
they've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no short.
I see a Fox name one up there because they are the same reason with who else was trying to get traded when you thinking like Fox deal, you can't trade Fox. Like he just signed it, you can't sign a nigga and trade him that fast. He gotta play 2 years under the team before you trade him. So I know Fox name one of them. That's the same shit with like all the niggas that signed them extensions and shit with the team. Goddamn, not extension. When you sign a new deal with a team, you gotta play at least 2 years there before you can get traded. Unless you do the sign and trade. That's
he is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
But that's going to end up being the future. Like I said, bro, like this offseason, they probably going to make that same switch. They going to run back there, goddamn Giannis again for real. If that shit don't go through, they going to play one more season with this shit. And I can't, like, this next offseason, that next offseason, they going to goddamn
on critical down and
two of them niggas, somebody going to go. Because like I said, they're a small market team. They can't even stomach all the contracts like that. And Council got to get his bread. Fox getting his, and Wemby gonna get his. Like that's the same thing OKC about to have a problem with. They would have had to blow all the extra shit up because.
Show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket.
Boston had to blow it.
I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because I got to give you another what,
200 million. What about pocket?
First down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped dead in his tracks again.
That's why I think. That's why I think.
To be found. They keep trying it and have very
that's why I think both of them.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead, you really need to come out with this drive and answer.
You can't talk about old culture and all that shit.
They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Right, just because he was sorry. Yeah, so when they had a big deal like that, they go get a nigga like Fox.
He uncorks one deep.
You know, that's the same shit. Niggas don't do the same thing. Yeah, but he ain't make that whole time, the all the errors that you comparing him to, he ain't make damn big trade like that throughout that whole era.
And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's why they had to get rid of Fox because they could.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's just you force it. Like they gonna give Hopper like good time to.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you don't want to let in the game right here. You want to, your point guard to be a rookie point guard in the final, like NBA when you start playing against OKCs and all them shit. Like, so you gonna get this nigga time to develop to where he can handle these situations and shit like that.
In those slot positions.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways. With just
he gotta play. He got because of their contract. He can't get traded this summer. You got to play 2 years.
Wants to go.
No, this is the first year.
And his throw is incomplete.
They traded for him at the deadline last year, but he played like the second half. He ain't played two full seasons. Then they would have to trade him like at the deadline or some shit like that, or next year.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No, they're gonna give it a couple of years, but like I said, by year 3, Dylan Harper is gonna be able to do everything you need him to do with your system, and that's when they'll turn the keys over to him. And then trade, like I said, they can't afford all that no way. It'd be cheaper to go with a guy. Ah, no. Man, Herman getting up this game. God damn. I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Yeah, I mean that's going.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to
make
sure they have everybody on the same page.
For long, but I think
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And the thing that you can do, like with Castle, you get a defender.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I said that's there. Like I said, that's why I think eventually they going. I mean, like I said, but a team like San Antonio, honestly, unless like they can't stomach it. They're a small market team. Like they not going. I don't think they're gonna pay 3 niggas anyway. They're gonna pick 2, and I think it's gonna be Castle, and it's gonna be Wemby and Castle, and they're gonna end up just building the roster.
Time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down.
Nah, but see the thing like that, so that you probably fuck around and got like OKC and just fight a luxury tackle. You talk about a nigga like Giannis if you gonna get a nigga of that magnitude, but if you gonna get a regular NBA type caliber nigga, then you might want to build your team off for a regular nigga and just keep 2. But if you get a nigga like Giannis and goddamn Wemby shit, I mean, you got to pay that because every year that you play that, you goddamn probably will get a championship.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Number 28.
This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive.
Still got a crazy big contract too, though. I can see, yeah, it's a kill them more cheaper. Like these, every time they bring up a deal, it's never in the summertime. It's always during the season. That's why I say, yeah, that's why I said it's hard to trade goddamn still because that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's hard to trade a nigga like that. It's killed them for $8 million contract. And every time they talk about making these deals, it seems to be when the season starts. Niggas money and shit already be jammed up. They don't ever talk about this shit like in the middle of the goddamn.
2nd down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about. It's his legs, too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
I seen Portland, they niggas to the paint. Everybody got there. What's that one guy used to hate case?
He'll do it himself.
The one you always talk about got there. Good on, they side come on the other side.
That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with
hold on, Wemby make everybody do that shit tonight.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Shoot a 3-ball like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Fox. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
But he's playing better off the ball right now, though. We got him and Drew.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I see.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield here.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Turning it on. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Hokies in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel, they're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He caught double down, so they hate
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
We'll give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The whole reason
and the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Gonna be goddamn blew up. Yeah, they was already talking about blowing up before the season started.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact
on the outcome of the game, so basically, Zoid was saying, if field go, then I'm going. Field basically saying, if you're gonna blow this shit up, then I'm going. So either way, like, it's all like,
into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
There he goes. The 50. The 30. The 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A little release to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I think they would manage to before you got that next ring.
25. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'm going to have fortitude. They ain't like the shit out of it.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end.
Yeah, they cut it. Yeah, actually, that was beginning to see Locko have fortitude and start. They don't do exactly what I
It'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Dumps it to the back. The sure hands. It's Fox. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The league lose too much money. The league got to like. I wonder how much money the league. Contracts for every team.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. Hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Come on, bro.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
A 15-yard loss on the play.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.